Hey YouTube, what's going on today? Vegas Stacker here, coming at you through the YouTube. So I'm gonna go over a little bit today. I saw a couple people at work have asked when I've been talking and seen a couple questions come up about stacking for beginners or buying silver for beginners, getting into the silver market. The more it hits mainstream media, the more the price goes up, the more people hear about it, the more people want to research it and jump into it. I have only been stacking since January, so I'm not a professional at this. I'm just gonna go over some things that maybe I've learned or maybe things that I would do differently. With that being said, if you've come across this, really appreciate it. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Please give me a subscribe. Around 70% of my viewers aren't subscribed, so I'd appreciate it if you jumped on there and did a little subscribing for me. Trying to keep you informed and try and do the reading and research so you don't have to. So if you're new to stacking, if you're new to getting into silver, there's a lot out there. There's a lot to learn, and you'll learn it as you go along. Some of it, and some of it you can learn right here. I'll help you. So if I were to do it all over again, I'll go over the things that I've learned. I would sit down and I would write out a pros and cons list, maybe, or a reason why I want to stack. I got into this and I jumped into it because of my brother. He started talking about it. I found it interesting, did a little research on price and what's going on with it and what it's done in the past, and decided to jump in on it. But I've learned some things along the way. But I never sat down and figured out a reason of why I wanted to start into this journey to begin with. So, look at it. Stop and think. Do you want to do it as a hobby? Do you want to do it as a savings? That's one of my, those are two of my big ones that I do it for. Maybe you want to do it for a SHTF scenario. So, if the world goes crazy, you can use it to barter with. Maybe you just want to do it because a family member did it and you want to get into it. You want to carry on the tradition. Or maybe you saw that Costco's selling it and the price of everything is going up and you want to jump on the bandwagon. Before you do that and go jump on the bandwagon, sit down and figure your reason why. It's a good day and age right now. Everybody should have access to the internet. Go on Google, research it. Look up the price history of it, so you know what it's done in the past, so you don't have your expectations aren't too high and you expect to get rich overnight. With silver, it's not a get rich overnight scenario. It's not crypto. It's not flipping a car. It's not flipping real estate. For me, it's a long-term hold, which also leads me to, you have to see if it's in your budget. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. These are all just my opinions. If you want to get into this, please make sure you have set aside some fiat dollars for emergencies. You don't want to have to try and you overextend yourself, and then you're in a situation where you're in a hurry to go sell this so you can put food on the table or pay for gas for your car. So, check your budget, make sure you have some expendable cash in there, and make sure everything else is in place before you go spending money on silver. A lot of people, they just go crazy. Maybe they rack up a credit card, or maybe they take a loan out or something, or don't pay a bill so they can go buy silver. That's not suggested. That's not a good idea. You're not going to end up in a good place. You're going to have to sell silver. You're going to lose money when you sell it, and then it's going to discourage you from ever wanting to get back into it. Just my thinking, just my opinion. Another thing I learned is Kitco. Kitco is a good app to have and a good website to go to. They have the actual spot price when you're looking at buying or selling. If you do buy online, the online dealers add a little bit to what the Kitco price is. So right now, at the time of the recording, One of the online dealers has the spot price for silver at $28.35. The actual spot price is $28.13, which, if you're new, spot price means what they're gonna charge you per ounce. And then of course there's premiums on top of that depending on what you buy. If you desire to buy a coin, this is a kookaburra. Coins have a dollar amount depending on what country it is. They have a country that it's backed by, and that's listed on there. This is Australian kookaburra. These are cool. They come with a premium though. Coins usually come with a higher premium, which is this money that they tack on to the spot price, which I went over. This is in a capsule, a plastic protective little case for those of you that are new. We're going to go over new. That's silver back there scratching for a good deal. This is a bar. This is a 5-ounce bar. It's a little cheaper. You don't pay as much premium as you would if you bought a coin. They come in different sizes: 1 ounce, 5 ounce, 10 ounce, 100 ounce, kilos, which are 32.15 ounces, I believe. And then you have your generic rounds. Generic round is just, there's many different designs. This is just a 1 ounce buffalo. They'll say on there, it'll show, and then it'll say on there the 0.9999 fine silver, 0.99 fine silver, 1 troy ounce. Not everything's gonna be 0.999. But if you're looking to get into it, what I stick with is at least 0.999 fine silver. That's what I like to get. This is what, if you order online and they say it's in a flip, this is what it's gonna be in. It's just a plastic, and it's got openings, the coin on each side, unless they give you just one, and then it's just a coin on one side. Then you have your tubes. These are tubes. They usually hold 20. They also have tubes that hold 10. Make sure if you order a tube, or if you get a tube, an empty tube, make sure it's the right diameter for the round or coin that you plan on putting in there. Silver eagles are a little bit bigger, I believe, than your silver buffaloes. So you want to make sure if you're going to order a tube to put anything in that that it fits. Another thing is, a lot of people like to put their stuff in capsules. Capsules are going to cost you a little bit extra. So when you go to sell, if you do have to sell, you're not going to get that extra money that you spent on their back. Another thing I like to do, which sort of goes on to that, is I like to keep track of what I buy. What I mean by that is, I have notes in my phone on the little notepad. I'll write down where I bought it from, the date that I bought it, the spot price at the time, what I paid per ounce, and what I paid for the total amount of what I ordered. That way you can keep track of what comes down to your dollar cost average, which is add up all your silver, add up how much you spent, and divide the two, and then it comes out to what you spent per ounce. So then if you want to go sell this kookaburra, you look back at and you see, well, if I sell that, I'm going to lose money. But if I sell my silver buffalo, I can make money. So then I would sell the buffalo before I would sell the kookaburra. Hold on to the kookaburra until maybe prices went up, or you had to sell it. I'm looking at, if I ever do have to sell, I have things set aside that I would sell first and things that I would keep and sell last. Like the buffaloes, the bars, I'm going to sell. Those would be the things I sell first. So you just have those set aside and see what you do. I have ones that I put in capsules that I'll hold on to those. The ones that I don't have in capsules, those will be the ones I sell first. Like this is a tube of just generic buffaloes. Those will be ones I sell first. But I mean, when it comes down to that, you just do with it what you want, and you set that up however you want. Another thing is set goals. Maybe set a certain ounce you want to reach, a certain amount of ounces that you want to reach. And then when you reach that goal, maybe reward yourself with something that's a little higher premium that you might like a little more. than just stacking plain old bullion. That's another thing. If you look at stacking weight, do your research and find out what's out there with the lowest premium. If you're just looking to stack weight, a lot of people will stack the junk silver, which is the 90% US half dollars, the silver dimes, the silver quarters. It's US minted stuff that was 1964 and prior. A lot of people like to stack that. I'm not a big fan of it, but that's just my opinion. You'll find what you like. Just buy a little bit at a time and you'll figure out what you like. Maybe go down to a coin shop if you have a local coin shop near you and have a chat with them. Most of them are helpful. Most of them will might ask you the same questions I ask. What's your goal? What's your plan? And then they might steer you in a direction that they think. It's not a bad idea to see what they like in case you were in a situation that you had to sell. Then you can see what they like and what they pay the most for. Maybe they pay more for silver bars than they do silver rounds. So then you might want to stack silver bars in case you ever have to sell, you'll get more money back for it. That's just my opinion, just my thinking. I haven't bought from a coin shop yet. I've pretty much done all mine online buying. Which, if you're going to get into online buying, there is a website out there. It's called findbullionprices.com. You can go on that website and they'll show you what websites have the best price for what. And a lot of these online dealers, they have deals for first time sign up. They have some deals where if it's your first time purchasing from them, they have silver at spot prices. So if you go on that website and you go to silver at spot deals, it'll come up with what online shops have deals for spot price. Like here's one, says it's a starter pack. You get 5 silver rounds at spot price. It'll generally be a one-time deal, a one-time thing. So the first time you sign up and the first time you buy through them, that'll be their deal. Which, hey, if you're getting into it, that's a good way to get into it too. That one says 5 silver rounds. One says a 10-ounce bar. One says a starter pack, which comes with 10 1-ounce bars or rounds. So, I mean, it's just look out there. Another one has 10-gram gold bar at spot price. That's pretty cool. So, just go with it that way. Figure it out little by little. I'm a big fan of dollar cost averaging. So, say you have $2,000 you're looking to spend. Maybe buy a little bit each week, or maybe watch for the price to dip and dip down a little bit and buy in, instead of going and spending the whole $2,000 at once. But that's just my opinion. That's just the way I did it and just the way I think of it. Because maybe you'll catch a deal today and the price might go up tomorrow. So maybe wait for the price to go back down before you buy a little bit. But that can be dangerous too, because maybe the price will never go back to where your goal was set. So those are just a couple things that I've learned, couple situations and scenarios I've come across. If there's anything else, any other questions you guys have, go ahead, jot it down in the comments. I'll give you my advice, give you my opinion. I didn't want to make this too long, and I've already made it longer than I want. There's a little bit more to go over, like gold to silver ratio, but I went over that in another video. If you go back to my videos and look at the previous videos, that one's a good one to go through too if you're still just learning. But for now, start with that. If you have any other questions, throw them down in the comments. While you're there, hit the like and subscribe button for me, please. Really appreciate it. And until next time, I will catch you on the flip side.